Good evening to Gagan Sai. Today is the 9th class mathematics chapter number 8th chapter quadrilaterals. Today we will learn the exercise 8.1 remaining problems 3 to 5. Today we will learn it only. 3 problems today we will learn it in this session. Okay? Are you understood of the previous class?
Yes.
1 and 2 second question. 2 questions are finishing in this same exercise. Okay, are you understood? Are you any doubts?
No doubts.
No doubts. Shall I start the today class? Third problem. Let's see the problem in our textbook. Be carefully, listen better neatly. ABCD is a trapezium in which AB parallel CD. If AD equal to BC, show that angle A equal to angle B and angle C equal to angle D. This is the question. First, what is given, what is asked in this given question. ABCD is a and trapezium is give. AB is parallel CD1. Okay. If AD equal to BC, show that. How to show that? Angle of A equal to angle of B and angle of C equal to angle of D. These two angles are is it equal and these two angles are also equal. How to show that only. Okay, are you clear? One trapezium is give. First given data, how to write it in a given problem. ABCD is a trapezium. AB is parallel to CD. If AD equal to BC, then show that this one only. Okay, how to show that this one. This is the ABCD trapezium. ABCD trapezium. AB is parallel to CD. These two sides are parallel only. Parallel is give. Okay. If AD equal to BC, then you have to prove that angle of A. How to show that angle of A is equal. If AD equal to BC, how to show that angle of A equal to angle of B. These two angles are is it equal, and these two angles also equal. We have to show that these two angles are these two angles are is it equal. How to show that only. Okay. Yeah, this is the trapezium. Let's let the solution for this problem. ABCD is a trapezium. AB is equal, what is given? This one, ABCD is a trapezium. Okay, look at this notebook Gagan Sai. Be careful, listen better neatly. AB is parallel to CD and AD equal to BC is given. Okay. Yeah. What's we needed in this problem? What's we needed? This is a one trapezium is give. We needed to one construction. What's the construction? CE construction. Yeah. Mark a point E on AB side. Okay. Why we needed to construction here? It is angle A is equal to angle B. We have to show that these two angles are is it equal only. So that's why first of all we needed to one construction, CE construction. Okay. Mark a point E on AB. Join CE. Okay. This is the construction only. After construction, we will form a one parallelogram. This is a parallelogram. This is the E point, the same length of CD only. Okay, same length of CD. Mark a point E on the AB line only. Okay. After construction, we will form a parallelogram. This is the parallelogram. What's the parallelogram name? AECD parallelogram. Parallelogram means is the opposite, two pairs of opposite sides are is it equal only. this side and this side is it equal, and this side and this side is also equal. Opposite angles also equal only. This is the diagonal Gagan side, but don't draw the diagonal. Here it is. I am already draw. Here it is only diagonal. Okay. Opposite angles are is it equal, and sides are opposite sides are parallel and equal only. Okay, are you clear? First we needed to one construction. What's we needed in this problem solution? One construction is needed only. What's the construction? Mark a point E on AB. Okay. Join C. C comma E. This is join. Here it is only. So here it is the AD is parallel to C. Okay. And in given figure AD equal BC is give. Why? Because this is the parallelogram only. So that's why these two are is equal in parallelogram. What's the parallelogram? In parallelogram, what's the name? Parallelogram name? AECD. In AECD is a parallelogram. In parallelogram, what is given? Parallelogram means is the two pairs of opposite sides are is it equal only. What's the opposite sides? AE is parallel to CD. Okay. AE is parallel to CD or DC only. Okay, DC. AE parallel to DC. It is nothing but and AE is equal to DC. Parallel or equal. These two are. And another sides. What's the sides? AD is parallel to EC. AD is parallel to EC. And AD is equal to EC. Why it is equal? These two are is the, since these two are is the opposite sides are parallel and equal in parallelogram. Okay, you already mentioned there in parallelogram. So that's why these two sides are is it equal only. Okay, parallel or equal. Yeah, next. Yeah, whenever the two sides are parallel, AE is the transversal. Okay, these two angles are is it equal. Why is it equal? These two angles are is the corresponding angles are equal. Why it is corresponding angle these two? Yeah, these two are is the same side of the transversal. Same side of the angles of transversal only. Same side of the transversal. One is the interior angle, one is the exterior angle. So that's why these two angles are is it equal only. What's the angles? Angle of BAE. One angle is equal to this angle. Here it is the angle of, here it is the point E. How many angles are is formed? Two angles are is formed only. Here it is. Okay. Yeah, this is the corresponding angle. What's the corresponding angle? Angle of CEB. Okay. Angle of DAE equal to angle of CEB angle. Two angles are there in this figure. Okay, are you clear? corresponding angles are is it equal? What's the corresponding angles? DAE is equal to angle of, what's the angle? CEB angle. This angle. CEB angle. Okay, are you clear? Why it is equal these two angles? These two angles is the corresponding angles. Or is it equal? Corresponding angles are equal. Why it is equal? Same side of the transversal. These two angles are the same side of the transversal. So that's why these two angles are the corresponding angles. This is the equation number 1. Next, from this figure, this is the one triangle. Okay, is it a triangle?
No.
Tell me the answer.
Yes.
CEB. What's the triangle name? CEB triangle. In triangle, this side and this side is it equal only. So whenever the two sides are is it equal in a triangle, what's the triangle name? Isosceles triangle only. Okay, this is the isosceles triangle. So that's why in triangle, let us take the triangle. In triangle of, what's the triangle? CEB triangle. In CEB triangle, what's the sides are is it equal in this figure? Second side, tell me the answer. CE is equal to BC. Why it is equal? These sides are is equal already given in given problem. One is the construction and one is the equal is given only. Since these two sides are is it equal, and here it is the CE equal to AD also. Okay, CE equal AD. AD equal BC also. Since AD equal BC. Since given only, this is the given only. Okay, in this triangle, isosceles triangle, these two sides are is it equal only, and CE is equal to this also pair. This is a parallelogram, but in your isosceles triangle is only this side. This side is equal only. Okay, and these two angles are is it equal only. This is the parallelograms. These sides are equal only. Okay, in isosceles triangle, these two angles are is it equal. Why it is equal? This is the angle opposite, equal sides are is it equal only. So BC opposite angle E is equal, and EC opposite angle B is it equal only. So that's why these two angles are is it equal only. What's the angles? Angle of CEB is equal to angle of CBE. Why it is equal? These two are is the angle opposite to equal sides are is it equal. Angles opposite equal sides are is it equal. Sides are equal. Okay, are you clear? This is the equation number 2. From equation number 192 we get number 192 we get what we get it from equation number. What's the equation number? Angle of DAE equal to angle of CEB. Okay, in the second equation is also angle of CEB. In these two equations, angle of CEB is equal on. Angle of CEB equal to this one only, angle of CBE, angle of DAE also. So that's why angle of DAE is equal to, what's the angle of CBE only. Okay, are you clear? Angle of DAE is equal to angle of CBE. Okay, simply write it. Angle of A is equal to angle of B. This is angle of DAE, it is nothing but angle of A, and angle of CB, it is nothing but simply write it angle of B only. Okay, this is the one is proved. These two angles are is it equal. It's over. And next, these two. Next, we have to show that these two angles are equal. We have to show that one. So, in parallelogram, this is a parallelogram. What's the parallelogram? In parallelogram, AECD parallelogram, AE is equal to this one. These two sides are equal and these two sides also equal. These steps, you write it here, it is on. Okay, are you clear? In parallelogram, that is the AECD parallelogram, here it is the AE is equal to CD. And next, AE equal to CD and AD equal to C. This one only. And next, in parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. So, angle of D is equal to angle of this angle. What's the angle? AEC angle. In a parallelogram, this is the parallelogram. Opposite parallel sides are equal and opposite angles also equal. So, this angle is also equal. A and C angles also equal. So, we want these two angles are equal only. So that's why what's the here it is the opposite angles. What's the angles? Angle of D. D means is the ADC angle. Or simply also D angle is equal to what's the opposite angle? This angle. That what's the name? Angle of AEC angle. Why it is equal? These two angles. Opposite angles are equal. Opposite angles are equal in parallelogram. In parallelogram means is the what's the parallelogram? AECD parallelogram. Okay, are you clear? These two angles are equal. And next, yeah, this is the isosceles triangle. Okay, isosceles triangle. This is the exterior angle. Whenever the two sides are parallel, AE is a transversal. Okay. And here it is the exterior angle is formed. Here it is. What's the exterior angle? BCE triangle. What's the exterior angle? CEA. This is the exterior angle. Okay. Here, exterior angle. What's the exterior angle? Angle of AEC. Say exterior angle of BC triangle. Okay. Angle of AEC is an exterior angle. Exterior angle. An exterior angle of triangle of BCE triangle. Okay, BCE triangle. This is a triangle. This side is produced only. So here it is the exterior angle is formed. This angle is the exterior angle. Do you know the exterior angle property? We know that. What's the exterior angle property? Exterior angle is equal to sum of the two opposite interior angle only. These two angles. Okay, angle of B is equal to angle of C. At angle of C, how many angles are formed? Here it is 2 angles are formed. Here it is only. So sum of these two interior angles only. Exterior angle is equal to sum of the two interior angles. What's the interior angles? This one only. Angle of ECB. One angle ECB. Plus another interior angle is equal to what's the another one? Angle of CBE. Angle of CBE. Why it is equal these two angles? Exterior angle property. Okay now. Okay, are you clear? Exterior angle. Exterior angle. Or simply write it E dot A is equal to sum of sum of the two interior opposite angles. Interior opposite angles are is it equal? Exterior angle property are using in this one only. Okay, these two are is it equal? And next, exterior angle is it equal? And next, these two angles is also equal. Why it is equal? Angle of CEB as it is written, and angle of CBE is equal to, and here it is the CEB also equal. Why it is equal? These two are, this is the isosceles triangle, so these two opposite angles, sides opposite angles, so these two angles are is it equal only. So here it is the, what's the angle is CEB is equal on CEB. Why it is equal? These two are is the angle of CBE is equal to this one only. Since angle of CBE is equal to angle of CEB. Okay, are clear? CB it is nothing but this angle is also equal on. And next, angle of CEB plus angle of CEB. Yeah, this is the transversal. Okay. Yeah, these two are, this is the parallelogram. Whenever the two sides are is parallel, these two AE and CD is parallel, this is the transversal. CE is the transversal. Alternate interior angles are is it equal only. Okay, so this angle is equal to this angle. So this angle in place of, you write it, what's the CEB angle is equal to this angle. What's this angle? This angle is ECD angle. Okay, are clear? In place of this angle is equal to this angle, ECD angle. Why it is? These two are is it equal only. So these two angles are is it the alternative interior angles. What's the, since angle of CEB and angle of ECD or alternative interior angles. These alternative interior angles are is it equal only. Okay, are clear? Are you understood? In these two angles, which one is the common? Angle C is common only. Okay, sum of these two angles is, we will get the angle C only. Okay, are clear? Angle of ECB plus angle of ECD. It is nothing but sum of these two angles, we will get C only. So angle C. Okay, in place of angle of AEC is equal to angle of ADC. Why it is equal? These two are the opposite angles are is it equal only. So AE, angle of AEC in place of, we write it the angle of ADC. Okay, are you clear? Why it is? Are you understood? Here it is the angle of ADC is equal to angle of C. Why it is? Since here it is also write it. Since angle of AEC is equal to angle of ADC. Okay. As otherwise, same you write it. Last step is also you write it directly. Okay, are you clear? Okay, yeah, here it is the angle of ADC, it is nothing but angle of D is equal to angle of C. So it is proved only. Okay, are you clear? Hence it is proved. These two angles are is it equal, and above these two angles is also equal only. So this problem solution is over. Hence it is proved. Are you clear? Are you understood, Gagan Sai? here it is this step. These two sides, A is parallel to CD and C is transversal. Alternate interior angles are is T equivalent. Okay, are clear? Here it is the no space only. Here it is write it only. That point. Okay. A, since A is parallel to DC and here it is the C is transversal. So these two angles are is alternate interior angles only. These two. Or substitute is also write it. Otherwise these two angles are is T equal only. So that's why angle of A is in place of you write it the angle of ADC only. Why it is equal or substitute or otherwise or since these two angles are is T equal only. So your answer is food only. This problem solution is over. Are you clear? Are you understood the side? Yeah, very simple. This problem solution is over. And next we'll move on to the next question. The four angles of a quadrilateral are in the ratio 1:2:3:4. Find the measure of each angle of the quadrilateral. Yeah, this is the question is given. First, I will explain this question. What is given, what is asked. The four angles of a quadrilateral ratio is given. 1:2:3:4 is given. How to find out this one only. Measure of each angle of the quadrilateral. Each angle, but you don't know how to measure of the each angle only. Very simple. This problem solution is very simple. Yeah, given data, this is the given only. And to find is this one only. Okay. And let the solution for this problem. Yeah, ratio is given. Four angles of a quadrilateral. Ratio is given. 1:2:3:4 is ratio is given. So sum of the four terms of a quadrilateral. Ratio is given. What's the four angle ratios? Four angles of a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral ratio is given. Ratios. What's the ratios? Ratios are 1:2:3:4 ratio is given. And next, sum of the four terms. Sum of the four terms of a quadrilateral. Okay, terms means is the angles. Ratios. These are the first, second, third, and fourth terms. So that's why quadrilateral. Are you clear? Look at this notebook Gagan side. Quadrilateral. Are you understood Gagan side? Sum of the four terms. Here it is the what's the terms? 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 is equal to what's the 1 plus 2? It is nothing but 3. 3 plus 3. 6. 6 plus 4. Is nothing but sum of these all is the four terms. We will get this one 10 only. Okay, next here it is the quadrilateral is ratios is give. Quadrilateral means is the four. How many sides are there? Four sides. So it is a closed figure only. So that's why sum of the angles of a quadrilateral. What's the how much? Do you know the sum of the angles of a quadrilateral?
Yes.
Four angles of a quadrilateral. 360 degrees. Yeah, we know that. We know that. What's the sum of the four angles? Angles of a quadrilateral. Sum of the angles of a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. How much? 360 degrees. We know that only. Okay. So we have to find out this one. The measure of each angle of the quadrilateral. How to measure only. So how to measuring of the one by one angle? Yeah. Sum of the four angles is we know that only. So first angle, the measure of first angle. One by one angle I have to find out the measure of first angle. First angle, how will you get this one? Yeah, this is the first angle, first term. What's the first term? First term by sum of these total term is how many? 10 only, into sum of the four angles of a quadrilateral. That is nothing but how much of degrees? 360 degrees only. So here it is the here it is a simplification, this one only. Now simplification, here it is 0 is cancelled. We will get the 36 degrees. First angle is, how will you get the first angle? Are you understood? First term by sum of the terms into 360 degrees. We will get this one only. First angle we will get it. And next second angle. Very simple. This is the already this type of all are the problems and solutions. It's over in previous chapters. Okay. In 8th grade also it's over. And next second. Here it is the second angle. First angle is over and next second angle. Second angle, all are the angles is the same procedure only. We will do the same procedure only. Here, but here it is the second term. First you write it the second term and sum. All are the four term sum into 360 degree. So now simplification, here it is cancellation. These zeros is cancel, 0 cancel. We will get the 36 into 2. It is nothing but how much? 2 6 the 12. 1 is carried. Here it is, and 2 3 is 6. 6 plus 1 7. 72 degrees. Okay. Second angle. How much of degrees? We got it, Gagan side. This one, 72 degrees. We will got it. And next, we got this one. It's over. And next, the measure of third angle. The measure of a third angle. Same procedure, here it is also. Third term. You should take the third term. What's the third term? Third term by sum into 360 degrees. Now simplification, here it is 0 cancel. Next we product of these two only. What we will get it? 3 6 the 18. And next 3 3 is 9. 9 plus 1 10. 108. Product of these two terms. How much of angle we will get it? 108 degrees angle we will get it only. Third angle is also it's over. And next fourth angle. How to find out the measure of fourth angle? Very simple problem solution, Gagan Sai. This is the very important problem. Yeah, fourth angle. Fourth angle is 4. Fourth term by, what's the sum? 10 into 360 degrees. Now simplification, here it is 0 is cancel. Now product of these two angles. So how much of these two only? Product of these two terms. So how much of angle will come? 4 6 the 24. 2 carry, here it is. And here it is the, what's the 4 24. And 4 3 is 12. 12 plus 2. It is nothing but, what's the 14. So 144 degrees. What's the fourth angle? We got it? 144 degrees. We got it only. Yeah, these all are the four angles. Okay. Therefore, what's the final answer? Therefore, the angles, four angles of a quadrilaterals are, or ends also write it. Anyone know? The four angles. The four angles of a quadrilateral equal to, what's the 1 by 1? 36 degrees. And second angle is, what's the 72 degrees. And third angle is 108 degrees and fourth angle is what's the 144 degrees. Hence also you write it. Hence the four angles of a quadrilateral or these are on. Okay. Otherwise that is also you write it. And both are is it correct only. So this problem solution is over. Are you clear? Are you understood? I can say very simple. This is the very important problem. Okay. Once again you practice this problem.
Okay.
At home you have to practice only. Yeah, this problem solution is over, and next we'll move on to the next question. Fifth one. ABCD is a rectangle. AC is diagonal. Find the nature of triangle ACD. Yeah, this is the question only. What is given, what is asked. ABCD is a rectangle is given. AC is diagonal. One diagonal is given. How to find out the nature of triangle ACD? Some textbook. Nature of in place of angles of a triangle ACD and give reasons also asked in this is some textbook. Okay, but in our textbook but not mentioning there only, that one not given only. So that's why you find the nature of triangle ACD, give reasons also, but don't confusing the that question, this question, both are is it same questions only. Yeah, first given data how to write it in a given problem. This is the given only. ABCD is a rectangle, AC is diagonal. To find is the nature of triangle ACD. Give reasons also. Some textbook this also give it. Give reasons. What's the reasons? Yeah. Let the solution for this problem. Look at this notebook. Be carefully, listen better neatly. First draw a one rectangle. ABCD rectangle. AC is diagonal is give. Okay. How to find out the ACD triangle of ACD triangle. Triangle of angles only. ACD angles. How to find out? Yeah. First. Yeah, AC diagonal is divided into how many triangles are is divided here? It is two triangles in the rectangle. So one triangle is, what's that triangle? ACD triangle. Another one is the ABC triangle. But we want, in given question asked, what we want triangle? We want it, here it is ACD triangle, we want it only. So that's why we want this one only. We should take this one only. Okay, triangle of ACD triangle we should take only. So in triangle, each angle is the how much? This is the perpendicular only. Okay, AB and AD is perpendicular only. So that's why all each angle is how much? We know that only. Do you know the each angle in the rectangle? Each angle how much? How much of angle in a rectangle? Do you know, Gagan Sai? 90 degrees only.
90.
Each angle is the 90 degrees. We know that only. In rectangle, all angles are is it equal only. That is the 90 degrees only. And opposite angles are is it equal only. This side and this side. Opposite sides are is it equal only. Okay. This side and this side is it equal. Okay, all angles are is it equal and opposite sides are is it equal in rectangle only. We know that properties also, we know that only from this figure. Are you clear, Gagan Sai? What is the rectangle? What is the properties of rectangle? You already learned in the previous class only. Okay, let us all of the recall that those are points only from this figure. What's the rectangle is given? What's the rectangle? A, B, C, D. Rectangle is given. And here it is the AC is diagonal is given. AC is diagonal. One diagonal is given. So here it is the AC diagonal is divided into divided into, how many triangles are is divided? 2 triangles or is divided. Okay, 2 triangles. AC diagonal is divided into 2 triangles. Okay, yeah. Next, AB is equal to CD and what's the AD is equal to what's the BC only. Okay, angles are is all are the equal angles only. Angle A is equal to angle B is equal to angle C is equal to angle D is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, these lower point are there only in this what's the rectangle only. So but we want this triangle only, we want it only. Why we want this one? In given question of this triangle only, we want it only. So that's why let us take that triangle. What's the triangle? In triangle ACD triangle, in ACD triangle one angle is given. What's the angle? Angle D is equal to 90 degrees is given. Okay, yeah, since this is angle D is also one angle in a rectangle. Okay, lot of 4 angles only. So angle of D is equal to 90 degrees in this rectangle. Angle D equal 90 degrees. This diagonal is divided into 2 triangles only. So this is the triangle, ACD triangle. Sum of the 3 interior angles are is it equal to 180 degrees. That property are using in this triangle. So what's the angle? Angle A plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 180 degrees. Why it is equal to these two are is, what's the property are using here? It is angle sum property are using here it is. Okay, sum of these 3 angles are is equal to 180 degrees. Angle sum property are using in this one only. So angle D value are substituting in this one only. What's the angle D? 90 degrees only. Angle A plus angle C plus angle D in place of 90 degrees, we will write it equal to 180 degrees. We want angle A plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. Here it is the before equal 90 degrees, after equal it becomes to the minus 90 degrees. So angle of A plus angle of C is equal to 180 degrees minus 90 degrees, it is nothing but 90 degrees. So here it is the, in triangle one angle is 90 degrees. 90 degrees it is nothing but one right angle. Remaining 2 angles. What's the angles? These two, sum of these 2 angles are is it equal to 90 degrees only. So here it is, these 2 A and C are is the complementary angles. Okay, and is acute angles also. A comma C are is acute angles. Why it is acute angles are you understood? Less than 90 degrees only. Or sum of these 2 angles are is equal 90 degrees. So that's why, yeah, what's the angles of ACD triangle? What's the angles? Therefore, angle D is equal 90 degrees. That is nothing but what's the right angle. Angle D is equal to 90 degrees right angle. Angle A and angle C or acute or complementary angles. Okay, are you clear? Are you understood, Gagan Sai? What's the angles of a triangle ACD? Are you understood? One angle is the 90 degrees, remaining 2 angles are is the, these 2 angles are is the complementary angles or acute angles only, less than 90 degrees only. Are you clear? What's the reasons? These all are is the reasons only. Yeah, this is the angle sum property are using in this one only. Okay, each angle is 90 degrees. All of the angles are is equal in rectangle. So that's why this one the reason only. Yeah, this is the all of the problems and solutions is over. Okay, are you clear? Are you understood, Gagan Sai? So This exercise 8.1 all problems and solutions, it's over. Yeah, today's the class is also it's over. Are you understood?
Yes.
Are you any doubts?
No doubts.
Yeah. This exercise all problems and solutions is over, and today's the class is over. Yeah, tomorrow I will meet you with new topic and new exercise. Say thank you. Have a nice day. Like, share and subscribe. Say bye.